Hi everyone, I am Jessie Bear Builds and welcome to my channel. This is my first video that I am actually featuring in. I don't think anyone tells you how daunting it is when you have to be in front of a camera, but I really love playing The Sims and I really wanted to get involved, and I spend most of my time just watching other YouTubers build on The Sims, so I thought, why not give it a go? So here I am. And I hope you enjoy my first video, and you'll have to bear with my edits and things like that. They are getting better. I'm learning the ropes. It's all very, very new to me. So as I said, yeah, you'll have to bear with me. But I think we should just start by jumping straight in and doing a build, because that's what I love doing. Eventually I'll do like create a Sims, I'll do some Let's Plays, I love doing challenges, things like that. So if there's anything that people want to see, if people start eventually watching my videos, then just let me know what you want to see and we can do that together. I'll show you where I am at the moment. So this is Willow Creek. I've currently been doing a few recent rebuild videos. I've rebuilt Magnolia Park. My most recent video was Movers and Shakers Gym. So I've done that one as well. I can have a go on build mode and I'll sort of show you what that looks like. This is my most recent build, which is Movers and Shakers Gym. So if you've seen it beforehand, you know how old-fashioned it was, and I'm kind of modernizing the whole town of Willow Creek at the moment, so that's my most recent build. But I thought we could do something a little bit different today, because I've done two of the community lots, and I could do the museum. I was thinking about building a nightclub, but I'm going to save that one because I haven't got very much time today. Let's try this one here. So this is the Crick Cabana in Willow Creek, and we will start with that one. Here we are. I have entered just a plain old ugly lot, really, let's be honest. Yeah, so I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but I find that most of the lots in the game I don't like before I edit them, so I feel like I have to edit them. That's what got me into building. I'd enter a lot and I'd be like, I don't like that, or I don't like this, I don't like that. And it's probably the same for a lot of people, but I thought we would start by doing my favorite thing, which is bulldozing the entire lot. Goodbye. And again for the terrain. So obviously this is the front of the lot, so if we have a look at the background and things like that, it helps you sort of suss out the area. So I mean, this one kind of leaves a lot to be desired. There is some water and there's a fishing spot, which we love, and it's got quite an industrial feel. It's like almost like on the other side of this river is the eco-living world. So maybe we could merge the two together, I guess, so we can have like a bit of eco-living meets the essence of Willow Creek. So that's probably what I'm going to go for in regards to the design. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but that's all part of the fun. We'll start here, and maybe a bay window or something like that. That could work. Also, I've noticed that all of these starter homes, the base game starter homes, have all got medium wall height, which I don't mind building with medium wall height, but I think especially for a starter home, I think it's hard to fill the space. So I am going to change the wall height on this house to short, just so it doesn't look so empty when we fill it. And then just raise it up on a foundation. We can have a little porch. Yeah, I think this will... It's simple, but it's also my first video, so let's keep it simple, otherwise I'm going to get confused and everyone's going to be confused. It's going to be a whole thing. I might have to bring it back a little bit because I've just realised I need to add some stairs as well. I don't know how everyone else feels about roofing on The Sims. It's like the hardest thing ever, but we'll get there. Okay, so after a little playing around, I figured out the roof. As I said, roofs are not my thing. I can build... I'm actually better off at building like really random quirky stuff. I think because this is my first video, I am just going to keep it simple because, yeah, it's more of an introduction and just to show you what I can do and see if people are interested in watching my builds. Maybe I should have just gone for something really wacky because that's just me. So these aren't the colors and everything that I'm going to be keeping, or any of the sort of the choices. I haven't decided on any of that, but at the moment I'm just filling it in with where I want things to go, and then we can go over and swap them out. It's just so you guys can get a feel for what I'm building as well. Although I'm kind of enjoying the red, maybe we should just go for like a red theme. I love a themed build as well, by the way. That's why I think challenges are actually really exciting for me, because I enjoy having something to work with. I'm a very creative person, but I feel like I'm better at just following instructions. That is a 2 red. Okay, I like these. I think they're cottage living windows. Yeah, I love cottage living. I think it's because my mum lives on a farm. So I am actually going to enable cheats now. I am going to put move objects on, which is bb.move objects. And again, these are just random placements. They will get moved probably 17,000 times as the build goes on. But for now, oh, is that too much for the starter home? Probably not, because I think it's adorable. We'll just pretend that it isn't thatched. And there might be another bay that we can use. That might be a little bit much. Oh, okay. I like that. Oh, I also like the green. I have changed my mind. We are going for green. Green is actually my favorite color, if anyone was wondering. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I could spend hours and hours and hours trying to find swatches to match things, and probably because I still have it set to red, that's why I can't find anything. I mean, cottage living is going to carry this build, obviously. The red was a choice, but the green is the ultimate right decision. Let's be honest. I promise this is not a cottage living build. I am building in Willow Creek, but just I'm not feeling them. It's gonna have to be cottage living. Oh well, what a shame. So we've gone for this nice brown colour, which is on the window frames. I was going to do brown walls, but then I think that will clash with the window, so I think that I'm going to have to do brown columns. I'm pretty sure I've just put another column under there, and then you're going to get that weird glitchy thing. So I'm a sucker for like loads of building hacks and things like that, but I always find it really frustrating. Like, I'll do it because for the sake of the build, but you know when you squeeze things together in the game and they start like bugging out, and then whenever you zoom in and out, like the graphics are just off. That really frustrates me in a build, but I will still cut corners wherever I can, because you know, it's all about being creative. It's gonna have to be businesses and hobbies. Do you know, since businesses and hobbies came out, I've realized that it has been my favorite pack so far. I love being able to, I'm actually going to use this base game wood because it matches the swatch really nicely for the windows. But yeah, businesses and hobbies, like I just love it. I love all the colours, I love the style, I love Nordhaven as well, the world that comes with it. I think there's a lot of opportunities there. I wish there was more lots in Nordhaven. Like, I have so many cool ideas. I need to look for siding. So God, I'd love to make it green. I think that the green would be too much, is it? Let's just try. We'll go for this nice horse ranch. I just need a little window to go right at the front next to the front door. I mean, that what kind of a colour is that? Like, do people use this in their builds? Unless you're building like a preschool or something. I don't think that's the only thing that I can imagine. Or like a nautical boat or something. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for that instead. And then I don't have to worry about having windows right as you enter. Okay, foundation. Okay, we'll go with that for now. It matches the wood, and it's a similar sort of colour to the walls as well. How much is this worth at the moment? Okay, so I'm under 4,000 for the exterior. Maybe we use some debug landscaping. I just still want it to be kind of affordable if people want to download it and use it as a starter home. We need a mailbox. We could stick with the cottagey vibes, but I feel like that is so dramatic for a starter home. If it was my home, I'd be all over that because I absolutely love that letterbox. We could make them a cat person. I'm not a cat person, actually. I am a dog person. My dog is actually lying on the floor behind me right now, Frankie. I'll bring him out in another video, give everyone something to look forward to. So I think I'm going to do a bit of debug landscaping just to try and keep this within a reasonable budget, because I haven't actually started doing the inside yet. To open up the cheats panel, you need to do Control, Shift and C and type in bb.show hidden objects and bb.show live edit objects. And in theory, if I've typed in correctly, that should open up the debug panel just here. Anyone who's used debug knows that how horrifying it is to try and find anything. And I know you can get organized debug from downloading the mod, but I don't really use mods either. I don't use custom content. Whenever I used to play The Sims 3, honestly, my game was just a mess and everyone had arms all over the place because I downloaded so many mods for The Sims 3. I might use another one of these, so I'm just going to put a couple of them out of the way because you can't eyedrop debug items, which is really frustrating. This may look a mess now, but you're gonna have to trust the process. I like to take out the landscaping that I'm using first, especially if I'm using debug, or in any time I'm using debug, I have to take everything out before I start assembling, because otherwise I'll have to keep coming back to it and it just takes 1,000 years to do that. So I am just going to hold down the Alt key. I'm actually using a Mac, so it's the Option key for me, but I know that most people use Windows and it's the Alt key to move things around. And then what I like to do as well after landscaping is using the terrain tools. If you just grab a bit of dirt and just to sort of make it look a bit more realistic. I often do this as well around the outside of my houses. If you put the softness up and you go around the outside of your paths as well, it looks like it blends into the ground a bit more. Okay, so I've worked on my floor plan. I have kind of kept this part open, kitchen, dining, living, I think. So the living room is going to be at the back, and then there'll be a door into the little bathroom here, and then this will be the bedroom. Which I don't know whether to have the door to the bathroom in the bedroom, so it's not in the living room, but we'll figure that out when we come to it. With the floor, I think I might just stick with the same base game floor that we've used outside, just because then it's cohesive all the way through. I will put some tiles in the bathroom, maybe that can be where the pop of colour comes in. Or we go for the green again, because we are obsessed with green today. See, now I've put this flooring in, I feel like it's the wrong kind of green. This is why you should always build with the lights on. This is perfect. Is there a way to... Aha. So if you rotate this floor, you should be able to get it so it fits perfectly in the room size, no matter the room size. Aha. Takes me a while to figure things out, but once I get there, like, that looks beautiful and I'm really happy with it. I also kind of really now think that I wish I used that for the kitchen, but we can come back to that. So I'm currently on the hunt for like the perfect walls, but I was just double checking the lot value because I know a lot of starter homes are kind of around the 13,000 mark. I mean, 5,000 is a good starting point, considering I'm just about to start furnishing. If I didn't use debug for outside, I think that we'd be in a very different situation right now, but you know, you've got to take corners where you can. Maybe a nice pink. I could just turn this into a wicked house, let's be honest. I could use this in the bedroom. Is it too much? Probably. Do I still want to use it? Absolutely. That's definitely too much. That hurts my eyes. I feel like it'd be silly not to use the cottage living counters right now. Maybe have the kitchen sort of layer both sides of the room. Let's use the money bin. Everyone loves the money bin. For anyone that doesn't know what the money bin is, every time your sim uses the money bin, you get money from it. That is literally it. Wouldn't everybody love a bin that gives them money? But another little trick if you want to just slide things into a counter. So like, obviously at the moment, if you wanted to put this on top, it would just sit in the middle, but I kind of want to push it back a little bit, but still have it be functional. I'm going to just put it on top of a counter already, on top of an existing counter, and then I'm just going to size it down. Not every counter will fit, or will size down, sorry. So if you find one of the counters that will size down and pop this in the middle, you can click on the counter underneath the item, and actually by pressing, it's like the square bracket key, the left one, and then using the Alt key or the Options key on Mac, you can just push it back into the corner that you want it in. And that's hidden away inside, you can't see it. It should still be functional. If it's not, you can just move it forward. Or another way that I like to put clutter on a side is by, let me just find something. So right here, look, it'll either sit on the sink or right next to the sink. But if you select the item holding the move objects button. You can like move it so it's still floating at the same height as your counter. And then if you move the counter out the way, you can sort of slot this in the place that you want it. So I just want that right next to the sink there. And then if you put the counter back, it'll be exactly where you need it. Is the unicorn too much? I feel not. I feel like the people that live in this house are really whimsical. Okay, I am just going to quickly do the rest of the layout of this room because otherwise we will be here for hours and hours and hours. Okay, so I've had a bit of a play around. Also, if I look a bit different, it's because I have just come back from work and I had to go to bed, so I've finished this off. This is the next day. I took a really long time trying to do the windows because I just didn't know what blinds to use and what curtains, because they kept clipping in and going in behind the counter. Over here, I've put the stovetop and like the pots and stuff where they'd be cooking and some little utensils there. I didn't want to put too much clutter in because I feel like it's already kind of a bit over cluttered on this side. I've just realised that I have forgot to put an oven in, so I might use the Baker's Dream and just put it on the end here. Yeah, let's go for that. And then moving on over here to I've just kept the dining table. I don't know if you can see slightly, but I've actually sized down one of the other fruit bowls and put it in this bowl. You can kind of see it. It's the best I could do because I don't use the tool mod, so I've kind of just slipped that in there so it looks like it's inside that standing fruit bowl as well. And then over here, the living room is pretty much the same as I had it. I've added a bookshelf and all that sort of stuff over there. I kind of like it. I feel like you could add more to it, or I could add more to it, but I just want it to still be as functional as possible. And if I keep adding things here, they're just not going to be able to get round. Maybe a clock. Let's see if there's a nice wall clock that I can put in. Of course, I'll add the green cottage living wall clock. There you go. That completes the space. I'm very happy with that. I've added a little sort of coat section here and some blankets because they might need to use them if they get cold. Who knows? And then aprons over there. Yeah, so this is just sort of the very long open plan kitchen, dining and living space here. I do need to play test it. I've not done that yet, but I think it'll be functional. You should be able to fit a sim around there and they can do everything in this corner. The kitchen should be fine. So we're going to move it over now to the bedroom. I'm a bit concerned now I've built this that the space is really weird. I wanted to have the bed here and have a desk under this window, but I don't think that's going to work. So the only place I think the bed's going to fit is in front of this window here. Okay, so I've changed the wallpaper again. I couldn't make up my mind, and I think that this green kind of suits the rest of the vibe that we've got going on in the house. I know it clashes slightly with the windows, but we're just going to ignore that. And obviously if you download it you can change it, but I like it, and I like the paneling around the bottom. Do you know what, this is actually, I think I've made this quite hard for myself. I totally should have gone for a different vibe. I think as soon as I started using the cottage living stuff, I was like, this is a cottage. I remember I said I wanted to keep it around the 13,000 mark. There is no way that this is below 13,000 simoleons at the moment. I've actually ended up just going for this kind of really plain wooden bed from Horse Ranch because I think that the wood is okay against the wood on the floor. I'll put a nice big rug in. It's got the nice green. It suits the vibe. I am happy with that. Beautiful. I like the dark wood on that. That's perfect. Why is that suddenly bigger than it's ever been? I swear that's normally that size. Is that just me? Like that, surely that's not the same size as the door. Right, and now down in this corner is the perfect little space for a little study slash office area. Do I go for the cheapest one because I probably can't afford it? It's unlimited. You can, if you want to use this as a starter home, you can download it, maybe delete some stuff, and then make it more of a challenge for yourself and save up and pay for things. Like, you don't need the giant TV, and you don't need a laptop, and you probably don't need half of the clutter in the kitchen, but it's fun. We'll put this one up because they obviously dream about being back home at the countryside. Whoever lives in this house lived in the country and they've moved into Willow Creek because they want to start a new life, but they've always kept that little piece of home with them, hence why their house looks like a cottage. That's really cool. Like a little gallery wall behind the desk. I like that. They're also very well travelled, hence all the fun stuff there. I've got a bit of an obsession with plants. I keep asking my fiance if I can buy plants whenever we go shopping, and the answer is always no. We have too many plants. I don't think we have enough plants. I think I'm just going to put a rug in, and I think I'm going to leave the bedroom at this. Is there such a thing as too much clutter? Whenever a new pack comes out and it's full of clutter, I get really excited. Like the new kitchen clutter pack that's just come out, I'm probably going to purchase that this weekend, and I am so excited to use it because I can imagine half of it would have gone in the kitchen that I just made there. But I love clutter, and it's like one of my favorite things to do. I think we need a nice plain rug. There's too much going on the walls, but how cute is that rug? I'm gonna pop this Love Struck rug in there, just under the bed like that. So this is my cute little cottagey room here. Oh, I do love the pink. I think I'm just going to test it without the pink because I remember doing the pink last night, and yeah, I think it's going to have to just be plain. The pink was a bit much, but I do like that, and I think I am actually considering building a Wicked themed build because when the movie came out I was obsessed, and I am still to this day obsessed with it. Oh, I might use all the new bathroom stuff. I am just going to filter it all to the new sleek bathroom kit that we had recently because I know there's some really lovely stuff in here, so I think I might just use it all. The toilet is going, I know this isn't cottage living, but maybe this is the first room that they've actually modernized. Yeah, put the toilet in there opposite the door, move this over there a little bit. That should still be functional. Oh, I love this. I could put a little screen in here. I'm not going to. I could. I'm just going to keep this room as open as possible. Hang some of these on the wall next to the shower. I'll use the sleek bathroom mirror. I love that mirror. The toilet brush. I think that it's just so cool that we have this in the game now, so I'm going to display it right there. The first thing you see when you walk in from the bedroom is the brand new toilet brush. They should be proud. And a little... There we go. There's our little sleek bathroom. Oh, the olive tree. I absolutely love this olive tree. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to put an olive tree outside the front door. I'm not. It doesn't... It's so mod. It just doesn't suit the build. Okay, so I think that we might be finished with this little chaotic build. Ta-da! We'll do a little reveal here. So here's the open plan kitchen, dining, living area. It's grown on me. Do you know, this is actually quite hard. I think because I didn't have a brief, we just kind of went with it. So we've got the nice green, cozy, cottagey bedroom, and then just around this corner, got a little desk area hidden away. And then follow through here into the sleek bathroom using the sleek bathroom set. I like it. It's little, it's livable. I think we'll playtest it, and anything that needs to be changed I'll change, and then I'll upload it to the gallery. But yeah, if anybody happens to watch my videos and they want to learn more about me or watch more of my videos, please subscribe. That would be much appreciated. And if anyone would like to see me do any type of videos in the future going forward, just leave a comment and tell me what you'd like to see. I have been Jessie Bear Builds, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.